The mortal remains of our departed leader, former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, arrived today, touching down at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport at 9:30 a.m. and welcomed tumultuously by thousands of grief-stricken mourners. President William Ruto and former President Uhuru Kenyatta led the family and dignitaries in the solemn state reception. The hearse carrying the remains of the late Prime Minister Raila Odinga was escorted from Jomo Kenyatta International Airport all the way to Kasarani Stadium, a nearly 40 kilometers journey by thousands of mourners arriving there shortly after 2:30 p.m. Upon arrival at Kasarani Stadium, military honors, prayers, and viewing of the body were done in the attendance of President William Ruto, former President Uhuru Kenyatta, family, dignitaries, and the top military command of the country. Public viewing of the mortal remains of our departed leader has just concluded peacefully at Kasarani. And we had intended to extend that viewing to as far as it would have become necessary, because we didn't want to give any mourner a reason to doubt that we all collectively want to mourn the late Prime Minister as much as possible. The National Committee on the state funeral of the late Prime Minister Raila Odinga is grateful to the thousands of mourners who continue to mourn him in dignity, and requests for calm and order as the mourning period gets into the second day tomorrow. Tomorrow, there will be a state funeral service at Nyayo Stadium beginning 9 a.m. Guests are required to be settled by 8 a.m. This 2-hour state event will comprise of military honors, a church sermon from the Anglican Church of Kenya, eulogy by family and designated condolences, and all speeches from the leadership of Kenya and foreign heads of state and government. We have received confirmation of attendance of a fairly significant number of foreign heads of delegations at the highest level, and we have also received formal condolences from many heads of state and government from East Africa, from Africa, and from other continents around the world. There will be a public viewing of the remains of the late Prime Minister Raila Odinga after that state event, and therefore those who want to continue mourning our departed leader have no cause to worry. There will be another opportunity, and we will stretch that opportunity from around 12 o'clock noon to as far as possible to give the highest number of mourners an opportunity to mourn and pay their last respects to their departed leader. The next briefing will be done tomorrow, Friday 17th of October 2025 at 6:30 p.m. here. And as Kenyans are aware, the government has declared tomorrow a public holiday to allow Kenyans to mourn the late Prime Minister Raila Odinga more conveniently. We have the apologies of the co-chairman of the National Funeral Committee, National State Funeral Committee of the late Raila Odinga, Senator Dr. Oburu Oginga, who is away in Siaya, but is represented by his sister, Dr. Wenwa Akinyi Oginga, who is here, together with the other family members here, whom I announced yesterday. That is all for now. We thank you and wish you a good night, and see you tomorrow at Nyayo Stadium. We continue condoling with the family and associates, friends and community, and the entire fraternity of Kenyans and international friends who knew the late Prime Minister, and continue to pray that his soul may rest in eternal peace. Thank you very much and have a good evening. Thank you. Thank you, bro. See you tomorrow.
Na mtazamaji, huyo amekuwa alikuwa ni mwenyekiti wa kamati andalizi ya mazishi ama mipango mazishi ya mwenda zake Raila Odinga, ambaye pia ni naibu rais Profesa Kithure Kindiki. Kiufupi amesema kwamba shughuli hiyo iliyokuwa imepangiwa kutoka hapo jana, ratiba itaendelea hapo kesho, na kuanzia mwendo wa saa 2 wageni mashuhuri pamoja na familia na viongozi kutoka mataifa ya nje wanatarajiwa kufika katika uwanja wa Nyayo mwendo wa saa 2, na shughuli hiyo ianze mwendo wa saa 3 asubuhi na inatarajiwa kufanyika labda kwa masaa 2.